Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Zaini and this is Home Gardening with Zaini. I don't want to sound too formal because really this channel shouldn't even be formal. If you haven't subscribed, please do the right thing and subscribe. Guys, subscribe, let this community grow, let this channel grow and reach new heights. So today I'm going to be showing you how to sow seeds. It's now March. What's the day today? I can't even remember. I don't even know. I think it's the 10th or the 11th. I think it's the 10th or the 9th. I don't know, of March 2021. So we're getting ready. This is now autumn, I think. So September is spring. So September, October, November is spring. And December, January, February is summer. So March, we are now in autumn. And I want to get ready for a winter season. Yeah, so autumn, winter season. So I need to get my seeds in place. I need to get my vegetables in place for June or for a winter, so that I have a longer winter season in the garden. Well, up in Kona, where I stay, and where my garden is situated, it's at the back, right? And just in upper next to the garden is the fencing, which is slabs, and I get a lot of shade in my garden. So in winter, and the winter season here in Cape Town is rainy, so I hardly ever get sunlight in my garden, because by the time that the sun hits, already there's a shade in my garden. So plants don't grow as fast as they should in winter because they're not exposed to the sun. So what I'm planning to do this year is I'm not gonna plant where the sun doesn't hit. So I'm only going to plant in the areas where I get maybe 3 hours of sunlight, and I think that's the maximum. And then I have one raised bed, and then I have one no-dig bed. So the no-dig bed I think is gonna be in the sun, and then the raised bed obviously is gonna be in the sun. So what I'm gonna do is, today is a little bit, it's cloudy, it's gloomy. So what I'm planning to do is to start my seeds, and then I don't even have a potting soil, so I'm gonna have to get soil from my garden. And then I'm gonna get the raised bed ready. So as the seeds grow in the containers that I'm gonna be planting them in, or in the trays that I'm gonna be planting them in, then I'm gonna get the raised bed ready so I can transplant the seeds from the trays to the raised bed. Yeah, to the raised bed. So I have a few crops that I'm going to grow because it's winter. Well, in Cape Town it doesn't really snow, so if plants won't suffer frost. So I'm going to plant these few seeds or few crops that I have, and I'm going to be showing you guys. So I shot this video indoors because first of all, so I want to be there for a brief moment, and also it's gonna rain tomorrow, so I want to get the seeds in before it rains tomorrow. And it's windy, it's quite windy, so if I try to do this video outside, then you're not gonna hear me because of the wind. So these are the seeds that I have currently that I'm going to start for my winter season. I have carrots. A carrot is a root veg, so it grows underground. I haven't been lucky when it comes to growing carrots, because carrots in this are either so short or they start splitting and they get eaten by whatever insects that attack carrots. So I'm gonna try them one more time. I bought a new pack, so I'm not gonna use the ones that I've been planting, so I'm gonna start a new one. So carrots, also gonna try broccoli. I don't know if this is gonna make it, but I do have a broccoli plant in my garden and it's doing well, and I'm seeing a broccoli head. so I'm quite pleased with that one. So I'm gonna start. I started these seeds, the broccoli, like back in, I think towards the end of last year, and they never sprouted. So I'm hoping that this time they will. So we have broccoli as the second crop, cherry yellow pear tomatoes. These look nice in YouTube videos, so I decided I'm gonna give them a try. And before I decided which crops or which seeds I'm going to start, I didn't actually go Google and I checked which crops are suitable for winter season in the Western Cape. So yeah, tomatoes are one of them. Last year, however, I had the tomatoes that were growing in my garden and they never made it in winter. But this time they're going to be planted where the sunlight is. So I'm hoping that they will make it. So yes, cherry yellow pear tomatoes. Beans. These are the runner beans. These are the lazy housewife beans, which are doing quite well in my garden. I think I only had about 3 and they are still green and they are really motivating me. So I'm going to plant lazy housewife beans as well. I planted them last year in June or in the cold winter season, and they came up, but then when it was time to produce fruit, then they started drying up. I never got a crop to eat from it or from them. So this time I'm hoping that, and I planted them in a container, so I'm hoping that this time I will get something. So yeah, beans. And then the cabbage, Cape Sugarloaf, Cape Spitz Sugarloaf cabbage. I only bought this cabbage because it looks cute. The shape looks cute, so I decided let me just buy these seeds. So I'm going to also sow these seeds. I have, I think, about 3 growing in my garden, 3 seedlings. But then so I'm going to plant these in the raised bed and they'll be in the sun. Reason being, last year I had a cabbage in my garden and then I moved one and I planted it in front and it was a huge head Yelandi cabbage. So I'm going to plant a cabbage on that basis. So this is the 5th crop that I'm going to grow. And then my all-time favorite, which reminds me of my grandmother, peas, guys. These are garden peas. I bought a value pack because I couldn't find the small packs, and anyway, if I buy the small packs then I buy about 5. So to save, I bought this one and it's quite a lot in here. So I'm going to sow peas as well. They are sown in winter as well, in cool seasons, because I tried to sow them in summer and they burned out. And if you're planting ertjies, you have to plant them in the wind that gets shade, maybe 3 hours of sunlight and then shade. You will not regret it. But you just have to be careful with peas because they get a powdery mildew. So when you're watering them, don't water from the top. Water is nyawenzai on the ground. So this time I want to do things right because I did have a very good crop. It wasn't very good, in fact, but I had a crop, somewhat crop. But this time I want to do things right. So and then the onion, Australian brown onion. Oh, I don't know how many times I've planted this onion and it never came through. It never came through. So I'm gonna try it one more time. I don't know where I'm going to plant it to be exact, but yeah, I'm going to plant it anyway, together with the red onion. I really love the red onion. It's the red Creole, if I'm pronouncing it right. So I really love the red onion. It looks good a plating, right? It looks so sophisticated for some reason. So I'm also going to sow some seeds, zayo red onion. And last but not least, definitely not least, you cannot have a Swiss chard or spinach in your garden. You cannot not have it. So yeah, I'm going to sow this as well. It saved me a couple of times. So I'm tired of going to the necessary to go and buy spinach while I have seeds in my seed collection. So I'm going to sow spinach as well, and then obviously, like I said, as they grow in the trays, I'm gonna get that raised bed ready to transplant them. For now, the raised bed has a pumpkin, it has a gem squash that is just not producing, but it's looking good. I haven't gathered there's a strength to remove those. And then there's also corn. I don't know if it's sweet corn or if it's mealies that is growing there, and I'm still hoping for a crop. So I'm going to wait a bit, maybe give it like 2 months, and end of April, guys, I'm removing whatever is on the raised bed. I have to move on. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. And then I'm gonna have to prepare the bed by adding a potting soil and some compost, and then mix up the soil a bit, and then transplant, obviously. And by that time, I mean in 2 months or in a month and a half's time, these seeds will have grown into seedlings and be ready. They will be ready to transplant. So yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna be doing today. Like I said, I'm not shooting this video outside. Well, the intro, I'm not shooting inside. I'm only gonna shoot the actual work outside because of the wind, and I want to be extra quick. So you're gonna see everything that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna gather all my things, this bege pansy, and then I'm gonna start planting the seeds. It's actually not rocket science, guys. It's easy. It's just a matter of putting seeds in the soil, and then you cover it, and then you water it, and then you wait for it to grow or to sprout and then grow. And then you just keep to do this exercise before tomorrow, because it's raining tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna rain here in Parkland, because in Dabaye, where there's a Cape Town, is so unpredictable. Anyway, I hope that you will enjoy this video. This is the intro, that's why I'm saying you will enjoy this video. And if you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please click on that subscribe button and join the gang, guys. Please support me. I am really trying to motivate you guys to also start gardening. If you haven't started gardening, it's a nice hobby, and it keeps your mind off things. Really, it's like therapy. Really, it will make you feel light. I feel light every time that I have to go to my garden, but I try to limit my time in the garden now, because I feel like I don't see growth if I go there every day. So I try to skip a day, and then I go late in the afternoon. Like today, I haven't been in my garden. The only time I saw my garden was yesterday. And after the rain, it's usually very nice to see your garden, because I feel like the rain makes things grow. So I'm going to go now and sow the seeds, and then I'm not gonna water the garden today because I watered it yesterday. And then obviously the rain is going to water it tomorrow, so I might not see it tomorrow if it rains like seriously in Cape Town. And then I'm only gonna see my garden on, what day is it today? Is it Tuesday? I'm only gonna see it on Thursday if it doesn't rain on Thursday. And I'm hoping for some sunlight, so because plants need sunlight and water to grow. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel once more, and yeah, see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, this is what you're gonna need: the soil. We have a little friend here. Okay, some soil, a shovel, hand shovel, some trays. So there's 6 seeds that are gonna go in there, and then obviously your seeds. Now let's get started. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fill these separate trays. Okay, this is the last step you do. Watering, which I'm using a spray bottle. It's not a kitchen cleaner that's here, it's water, guys. So you want to spray. The reason why I'm using a spray is because I don't want to disturb the seeds, because if I use a hose, then the hose will be too harsh on the seeds. Remember, the other seeds are too small, so they'll be washed away if I use a hose. So yeah, that's basically it. Oops. So the other seeds will be washed away if I use a hose or a watering can. So I use a spray bottle. That's basically it, and then I'll be done. It's water, H2O. Bye guys.